Nigeria's democracy. Let's begin the conversation tonight with Ken Asongwa of the Labour Party. Mr. Asongwa, thank you for joining us. You have described Saturday's elections as a mockery of democracy and a dress rehearsal for 2027. What specific incidents underpin your strong assertion? Mr. Kogwa is of the Labour Party alongside quite a number of opposition members of the opposition party have condemned the just concluded by-election. We've heard from the PDP, the ADC, and now the Labour Party. The criticism has been about the conduct of the INEC itself under Professor Yakubu. For instance, the Labour Party is saying that the commission failed even during an off-season election. And there are conversations as to what are the indices for this failure, what really is the opposition party considering as pass mark, for the umpire in this particular election. While the APC, for instance, boasts of capturing 12 of the 16 seats, its grip in Kano has been challenged, especially after the NNPP won decisively in Bagua Shanono, prompting APC to call for the Kano post cancellation amid allegations of violence and manipulation. We'll get back to the opposition and its position, but let's bring in Senator Jibola Bashir, who's the National Secretary of the APC. Senator Bashir, thank you for joining us on the program again. The opposition has accused this election of being fraud by manipulation and intimidation. How do you respond to those claims?
I think first and foremost, the question is that which opposition is accusing INEC of manipulation? Is it opposition like NFPP that won one of the House of Assembly seats in Kano and then lost one to the APC? Or is it opposition ABGA that won a senatorial election in Anambra and also won a House of Assembly? Or is it opposition that won a House of Rep seats in Ibadan North Federal Constituency? Or is it opposition that did not even have any structure that could win any election in anywhere out of the 12 states in Nigeria? The truth is that the election on Saturday was won based on the ability of the political party in their area to effectively mobilize for the purpose of winning an election. So in this regard, it has only been the pastime of some people to just raise red herring and make criticism about election whenever they lose that election. The truth that on Saturday was that in some of the constituency, the opposition, where they were strong, they won an election in Anambra South, for instance, and also the Anam Onitsha State House of Assembly, and one seat in the House of Rep out of the 5 in Ibadan. So what I'm saying essentially is that it's not just enough to come and make a general allegation. Of course, as APC, we publicly stated that we have issues with the election in the Sanono State constituency, and we came up with fact and figure. As we speak now, we're already preparing to challenge the outcome of that election in tribunal. But that's not to say that election was not conducted and that winners are not emerged. So if you have problem with the election that have been conducted, then the best way to go about it, rather than undermining democratic process, is to go and challenge the election before the election tribunal. But we thank Nigerian people for coming out to vote overwhelmingly in most of the constituency in favor of the APC, which we regard as a pass mark for the renewal of agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
I hear you, Senator. What they are saying actually is that these by-elections show that INEC, under